Hi, how are you? So, woke up in a really odd mood today. And then I had this really weird desire to listen to Eminem. Funny, he's a Libra. We are not alike. Calling out people. His last album, he was brutal. Well, guess what? Yeah. He has a song called We're Not Alike from Eminem, and I suggest you listen to it, because that's my mood today. Yeah. I already tried to do this video once through YouTube, and it didn't take. Yeah, I was done. But either way, I'm going to talk about some of the savage things Jesus did that aren't conventional with, all love. Love, 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 love. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things that Jesus did that did not look like it would be loving. Nope. First off, he went off by himself all the time. Just left his disciples, see ya, I'm out. He did the shady dip all the time. And once in a while, he would take two of his disciples along, maybe. If they deserved it. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Sorry. So hard, my phone needs to be plugged in. But we're going to talk about this. I have my Bible, but I'm just going to go into a few stories here about why Jesus is my hero. First off, he cared about self-care and self-love. He did. He wasn't all about, he took care of his spiritual self. That was first, was his relationship with his higher self. And with the Father, with source energy. Yeah, that came first. He would always say, I only do what the Father says I'm supposed to do. So, you got a problem with that? Take it up with him. And went about and did his business. I just went through the book of John, skimmed through it. He was savage. All over that book. He'd walk on water just to prove a point. Just to prove, scared the shit out of his disciples. They thought it was a ghost. He's like, don't, fear not, man, it's just me. You want to look it up? Look it up. It's all through the book of John. Where is it at? Yeah. Yeah. When he did do healing, he commanded it. He just looked at somebody and said, The dude, he was lame. Everybody knew in the town he was lame. And I'm not saying lame as in lame, but no, they knew. The guy was begging for Jesus to put him in the pool. Verse 8, John chapter 5, 7 and 8. Get up and pick up your bed and walk. And then Jesus slipped off in the crowd. Because it was a very Jewish religious place. Yeah. Yeah. Well, everyone in the town knew that dude was lame. They knew he couldn't just pick up his bed and walk. So, everybody's like, how in the heck did this guy... Because they already heard of the coming of Jesus. They already heard he was starting to perform miracles. They were waiting. And guess what? They brought the lame man in front of him and said, how did this happen? And he said, pointed Jesus out and said, that dude healed me. That dude told me to get up. They basically told the lame dude he wasn't allowed. It was unlawful to heal on the Sabbath. Jesus was breaking the law, breaking the law. Just kidding. Dude got better. Yeah, well, he got a lot of haters as a result. They started conspiring right there and said, look, this guy keeps performing miracles, we're screwed. We're going to lose our whole nation. So they went into fear of losing authority. Boy, does that sound familiar in churches, now don't it? Spirit shows up unconventional, does unconventional things, and oh, people are going to start, going to that person. Jealousy, envy, strife, division. One of the reasons I was called out of the church. Alright. He wasn't allowed to do good things. That was in, verse 16. Yeah. Chapter 5, verse 16. Yeah. Oh, and then in chapter 6, Jesus walks on the water. Like I said, he was an element bender. Jesus told storms to shut up. They did. He defied the laws of gravity. His disciples were like, what the fuck? Yeah. Guess what else he did? He turned down rich people all the time. He confounded. At the age of like 10, he started preaching in the temple and confounded. His philosophies were like, he already knew the text because he was the text. He knew it. Either way, let me continue. He called out his disciples for not having faith. All the time! He was constantly calling out his disciples for not having faith and doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah. Spirit is stupid would fall on Peter quite often, and open mouth insert foot. He rebuked Peter all the time. Yeah. He called Peter a stumbling block, and it was one of his disciples. Told him to get behind thee. Yeah. Either way, I will not let them kill you, Jesus. Get behind thee, Satan. Then the Judas betrayal, that was a real good one. But Jesus was always calling out Judas too. Because Judas was already stealing money from the donations that they were getting. They give him donations, yeah. But Jesus, there was a girl called Mary who understood spiritual things and understood what was about to happen. Because I think Jesus and her had a telepathic communication. They resonated. He was able to project, I think. And they had a very telepathic communication. And she anointed Jesus. She broke open. She kept it until Jesus came. She broke it open. She knew Jesus was about to die. So she anointed his feet with oil. And washed it with her hair. Yep. The son of perdition, by the way. Yeah. There's only one other person. Jesus also called out Judas. At the Last Supper. They're eating, drinking blood and bread and wine, but yeah, he who does that, yeah. Isn't there something you need to go do, Judas? As he knew he was being betrayed. Like I said, Jesus could read minds. Light workers. Telling you. These people aren't recognizing the signs. Oh, a real good one. He was a real good friend. Savage Jesus was. And he loved them. He considered them real good friends. Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. Chapter 11, John. Yeah. Lazarus, yeah, Found out Lazarus was sick. They sent word to Jesus. And yeah, Jesus decided to stay chilling for 2 more days. And then they decided to go the opposite direction. And his disciples were like, well, aren't we going to make our way to Lazarus? Like, he's about to die. And Jesus looked at him and he's like, he's dead. We're going here. They went in the opposite direction. He made sure Lazarus was dead. Dead. It was like 8 days dead. In a tomb. And as he finally does, this is Palm Sunday. This would have been Palm Sunday. Yeah, he comes back, right? Yeah. Well, guess what? He wasn't accepted as a prophet in his own home country, and he knew it. So he traveled. People of Samaria got it. Some of them. He was doing shit all over the place. But, yeah. Mary comes out to meet him. And she's like, if you would have been here, my brother wouldn't have died. And he said, your brother will live. He'll live. Chill out. Then, they went to the tomb. And I think I have to read this part to you because I don't think I have it written down. Chapter 11. I'm doing this as a reminder that we are not always may I say phony. We don't have to run to every single person who says, I need your help. This is a lesson to me and a lesson to the empaths and light workers on here. Unless you are led to help somebody, or they come to you begging for help, you don't go searching for it. Don't go searching for accolades. It comes to you. Either way, where are we at here? That's Corinthians. Corinthians. Chapter 11. Martha, verse 21. Master, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection of the life. Whoever believes in, adheres to, and trusts in, and relies in me, although he die, yet he shall live. Yeah, well, guess what? Where's it at? Okay, verse 38, chapter 11. Now Jesus, again citing repeatedly and deeply disquieted, approaching the tomb. It was a cave, a hole in the rock, and the boulder lay against the entrance to close it. Jesus said, take away the stone. Martha, the sister of the dead man, exclaimed, but Lord, by this time he is decaying. Throws off an offensive odor, for he has been dead. Well, it was 4 days. Jesus said to her, did I not tell you and promise you that if you would believe in me, you would see the glory of God? So they took away the stone, and Jesus lifted up his eyes and said to Father, I thank you that you have heard me. Yes, I know. You always hear and listen to me. But I have said this on account of, and for the benefit of the people standing around, so that they may believe that you did send me. They gave him another chance. You have made me your messenger. Verse 43. When he said this, he shouted with a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. And out walketh a man who had been dead, his hands and his feet wrapped in burial cloths, linen strips. Guess what? He raised the dead. Yeah, this started to really freak out the religious people and the Pharisees of that day. Because at that point, They're like, we gotta get rid of this guy. We're about to lose our shit. We're about to lose our country. Dude, if the Romans hear about this, they're gonna take over. They're gonna take our land, and then, yeah, we're gonna be out in the wilderness. Fear crept in. Yeah. Fear crept in that they were gonna lose their, materialistic bullshit. And their, high prestige. Well, Jesus came to destroy religion, not build an institution called Christianity, folks. You better read your Bible. If you don't know that he did these miracles, and he said, greater work shall you do than even I, he's preparing the bride. I saw and have, bear witness to people getting healed. People getting delivered from demons. With my own eyes. And with my own hands. Yeah, cats don't heat. Jesus, put her out of heat. Please. Yeah. I figured I would leave you with Savage Jesus of the day. He did not help everybody. And he came across as sometimes quite a dick. Wasn't all light and love. You wanna know why? He showed perfect love with how he handled his father's business. He called out everybody. He'd help people and tell them to go sin no more. Like, stop doing what you're doing or worse shit. He told the lame man, stop doing what you're doing or worse shit will happen to you. He warned him. I've seen so much karma in people's lives. Look. Like I said, I studied what the man did, how he responded to people, and absolutely he loved people. But it was all about being able to expand the kingdom and for you to actually have and house Holy Spirit. And house. And when you do, those things should come natural. Just so you know. Either way, I'm out. This video is 18:18 long, so I gotta go. Now it's 18:21. I will see you later. I already tried to do this one, so let's see if this one takes. Have a good day. Bye.